Yeah, I'm just trying to introduce myself and what the ashram has been used since 2012. In other words, 13 years, almost going on 14 years now. And we are very grateful that Giridhari let us stay here. That's my wife. My wife set up this place because all the Gaudiya mats and everything, they don't give shelter to different girls that have knowledge and want to preach. So she had that vision that she would give a room to any girl that would come and want to study Srimad Bhagavatam or study Sanskrit Vyakara. So that's what we did, and we're still doing. Of course, I am not in direct contact with the girls, but Narmada, who stays here, she takes care of them. Now, I'm just showing you. I have to transfer this, and this is just one of the rooms, right? I have to transfer all this. Those are very special. They go out for Seva Yatra. Yes. And these deities, they are incredible. These deities have gone to 17 different countries, and in many of the countries, even in the United States, Bail Gadi, Bail Gadi expedition, to the public. They have preached to 17 different countries where Krishna consciousness is known but not well known. So this is just one of the rooms, and it's quite a lot of stuff. There's also Shaligram Shilas and Govardhan Shilas. The puja is going on every day. Puja here is going on every day. And that's me. Yes, that's me. This is the room where the girls stay. As you can see, it's almost like a school. And we've set it up so that the girls can just even study just the walls and come up, And they come here and they study Mridanga. And we know the people that give the Mridanga classes. And they study. Now, we don't charge these girls that come here for any sub-renting or anything like that. And they eat here, they sleep here, and they're taken care of, so they don't have problems. That whole cabinet right there is Sanskrit scriptures. That's in Hindi for the girls that come here. Many of these books in this Almara are in English, and many of them very hard to get. Yeah. And again, these deities, they go out for Seva Yatra. These are Vishnupriya Gauranga. They're incredible. And of course, there's Shaligram here, and worship goes on here. Now, this is the ladies' room. So Narmada is now, let's see, in Manali. She's in Vishishta Kund. She'll be coming back tomorrow. So you can imagine, just see this is treasure. Nagari was a man who knew treasure, and this is treasure. I'm going to have to put all this down in one room downstairs. That's what's going to happen. And we can't invite anybody. We just have a storage house. So the whole purpose of having this place was to give an opportunity to ladies that no other Gaudiya mat is, and this is a registered Gaudiya mat. Sri Sri Radha Madan Gopal Seva Trust Ashram. Because we have to take care of other people, and we need, this is a water purifying system that I set up. There's the purifier, the RO purifier, and then I fill up this because this is there's so many people that are drinking water. So, and this water I transferred over there to the brass one because brass is actually made from zinc and copper. And when you leave it at least 24 hours, it's so good for you. So this whole place has to be transferred down there. There's no place for this. They're saying they'll put it into the office, but the office is a 10 by 10. Okay, it'll fit in the office, but then nothing else. Yeah. So it's the girls' room. It's my room. And what to speak about this little guy? He helps us out so much. My Lord, you know. Now this is the room they say that we're all going to have to move into. The almara is full of jewelry and different decorations. These deities go out for Sobha Yatra. People love them. Those deities right on Lila Madhava, the Bankabihari temple every year wants to see them at the Radhastami Sobha Yatra. They take even more care of my deities than I can imagine. They know exactly where to put them in line. They bring them up. They're just very concerned about them coming. This is not just, an invitation of somebody that they don't know. This is an invitation of somebody they know and they want me to come. Yeah. Those deities, they go out on Vasant Panchami. That's Vishnu Priya Gauranga or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his wife, Vishnu Priya. I'm the only Gaudiya Mat that is worshipping Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as being married. So this is before he was 20, on the 24th year of his his birthday, he left home and took sannyas. So I'm worshipping before that day. Those are also Vishnu Priya Gaurangas. And this personality, Lord Nrsingadev, he's very much invited to the different programs. Radhashama Sundar will make sure that I have to come. And because he goes in front of the parade and he gives protection to the whole parade, and that's Vasant Panchami parade. So I got 2 Sobha Yatras. I got 2 Bail Gadis. I don't have just one. I have 2 my own. One I made myself. So I got this particular personality within that Sobha Yatra of Vasant Panchami. I have this also, and this year that's coming up, I'm going to try to get a Bail Gadi for them. So I'll have 3 Bail Gadis. And I pay for everything that goes on those Bail Gadis. That's my Seva to Vrindavan. And look, even if you were to look underneath, those are containers with their clothes. They get their clothes changed. And if the clothes look too, old, thrown away. So these are some of the clothes for the other deities upstairs and these deities, and that whole cabinet's packed. Now, I'm going to put all these scriptures that I have upstairs that are really hard to get. I'm going to put them down here. I'm going to put myself, and I'm going to put the 2 girls, Narmada and somebody else here. There's no possibility. There's no possibility. This is the only extra, one that I have. This is what they're saying they're going to give to me. They're going to allow me to be in this room. This is the same size as the upper one where I'm in right now, but no Almara, which you can really put, and there's no place to put those deities. I'm going to have a hard time here. Just what I have in my room, bringing it down here, it would fill up this room. And what to speak of a kitchen? Yeah, what to speak of a kitchen? I don't think they're planning. You know? And the only, I'm not complaining, but I'm just trying to show this is the only bathroom. That's it. Down here. Yes. Yeah, this is the only bathroom. So we lose a full-fledged bathroom and we just get what they call a half bathroom. And that's going to be all right for 3 people. Oh, my God. And I want to tell you, I know this house was made by somebody who knows construction. This house was made by somebody who had some money to invest. Those vows. I was in the Navy, and I know these vows are incredible. And every time one of these vows broke down, I went even all over Mathura to fix them. I don't have the strength to go to Delhi, but Giridhari didn't even know where to fix them. But these vows, 30 years didn't give trouble. And when they started giving trouble, I felt like crying that I couldn't fix it. Or I wasn't being told where I could fix it. So I know this isn't Giridhari's. He doesn't even know where they were bought, how to fix them, or anything like that. And anybody with any mind would know that that stairway that's going right up there, that is like double the stairways that you see in Vrindavan. The thickness of that stairway is very well made. It's not just, and if you check out even any part of the house, you'll see that it's not made like the personalities around here in Vrindavan make their houses. This is a very well constructed house. But now I have a little doubt that, okay, they're going to take this, and you know what they're going to do? They're going to put another floor up. And then above that floor, they'll have the place to hang the clothes and things like that. That means around here, it's going wild. The people are not even thinking. They're raising they have a foundation for only so much weight, and then they're raising their buildings. And I don't know where the intelligence comes from, because you can go 125 feet down and there's no limestone shelf. The first big limestone shelf is over 125 feet down. We're only standing on sand. I don't know where the people get the intelligence where they want to make these 4-story buildings and everything. I don't understand it. It just doesn't fit into my intelligence. Why they want to do that. And when they first constructed, it wasn't constructed in that way. This building more than likely would stand, 4. But because I'm an engineer, a nuclear power engineer, I walk around Vrindavan. I know people when they're building right. I see rebar being used. I even saw rebar being used, 1-inch rebar, and not just 4, 6, maybe up to. I even counted one time up to 9 rebarbs on the pillars and every place, And those people know how to construct. These people don't. This is ridiculous. And this place in Vrindavan, why don't you find buildings? What happened to all the buildings that were here before? They disappeared into the ground. They disappeared into the ground. That's the only logic that you can come up with. Why? Because this is sand. and the shifting of the sand swallows them up. If you go more outside of Vrindavan, then all right, you get a stronger land, but not here on the banks of the Yamuna. It's madness. It's madness to see people construct like that. So here we are. I'm going to have to put 2 girls into that room, put a kitchen into that room, and then I don't know where they're going to take a good bath. I don't use the ladies' bathroom upstairs. I use this bathroom down here. Even Giridhari uses this bathroom down here when he was here. So, you know, I just take that up. That's their bathroom upstairs, and this is where I take my bath and everything. But they're going to use that bathroom, 3 of us. And the girls aren't always here, but when they do come, we want to take care of them nicely. Yeah, so, yeah, I get one room that's just the same size as my room upstairs, and I lose a kitchen, and it's like incredible. Okay, in other words, I'm just putting the point. I'd like to stay here. But if that's the situation, you know I have to leave. And it's very difficult to get a place. All this Seva. I mean, just this morning, Mr. Kaushik from Sri Radhavallabha Temple, he came here and he asked why he hadn't seen my Sobha Yatra this year in the Karthik. And I told him I'm doing Sobha Yatra on the right after Ekadasi on the 2nd. On the 2nd, they're going out on the Sobha Yatra, invited by Anandam, over there on the other side of town. Anandam, Mr. Kela, is inviting them. And he very well takes care of them and everything. So, not only do they like but they want to make sure that I'm going to do my Sobha Yatras. This is all gone. I don't have the ability, the finances to be able to support it anymore. And the supporting girls to study, that's all gone. So I just see it like a disaster. Yeah. And the other point, you know, Giridhari here, he did not rent to me. He's smart. He rented to Narmada. And all the things go through Narmada. They don't go through me. But Giridhari, when we rented here, he says, I'm not coming in to fix anything. I know, because the people tell me, that he never even painted the outside of this house. And one time he made me even paint the outside of the house. I did burn a part of the upstairs outside, you know, and I fixed that up. Matter of fact, I fixed it up better. I put a better roof, you know. In other words, the upstairs where the clothes are hung. Yeah. But I painted this house already once, but it needs painting. But he never painted. So I could see that he was not even interested in this house. He didn't come one time even if I'd asked him to change a valve, or he's got the best people for changing valves, he wouldn't do it. I had to go get somebody else and put them to do it. So I saw the person, he didn't have the interest in this house. And now, all of a sudden, it has to become a guest house. I don't understand this. Well, I think there's something here that can be resolved. That this place can stay as is, as long as I can pay for it. You know, and that's difficulty too. And I hope just somebody appreciates the work. And a man you know, I'm a person at 77 years old. I can't go out and sell books. If you go into the Indian community in Panama, everybody knows me. And they appreciate me because I helped the Indian community on one side of Panama to build their temple, and I maintained it. And I also got the building, just incredible amount of things I've done. But I want to just be here in Vrindavan and do my Seva Yatra and do some service to the ladies that want to know how to, give classes. It makes you feel very good. And from Nagari just makes you want to cry. Nagari, today I was told that I know he was in the Bhakta Marg book, but I did not know that he was the inspirer and he was the supporter of making those books. 3 volumes of Bhakti Marg and so many classes here in Vrindavan. He was a man that knew history has to be preserved. And he wanted history to be preserved. And I feel myself endangered. I'm like an endangered species. An extinction of an endangered species. That's what I feel like. I'm sorry, sir, to take your time, but that's what I feel like. And I hope that something can be worked out as long as I can pay and everything. As long as, you can work it out. You're a person that knows how to work these kind of things out.